Good morning and welcome to Maroochydore. This is take two. This time we should get the under-17 girls tournament of the AFL Pacific Cup underway. The Nauru Angels against the Fiji Junior Vonu. And Nauru, their first ever appearance by any women's side at an international cup tournament. Fiji in the white, Nauru in the gold. A bit of confusion in the Nauru camp. And joy. It's always nice to have confusion and joy. I'm not going to pretend I know what just happened, but welcome along. My name is Daniel Viles. If you're watching on the live stream, you will see the live chat. Sorry that we had to change the live stream. So Fiji in the white will be running to the right of your screen, which is to the south. Nauru in their golden blue will be running to the left, which is the northern end. Here on the number 2 oval, but a lush green oval. Probably better than the number 1 oval, actually. They've given the girls the better field. Quite rightly so. So feel free to hop on the stream. You can chat amongst yourselves. You can give me information about the players. You can say, that's not player X, that's player Y. Whatever you want to say. Keep it polite. Keep it respectful. But let's have some fun during this tournament. So it looks like for Nauru in the ruck, we'll have Joanna Teabuge. And for Fiji, it'll be Ruthi Vata Kokoiwasa. I'll do my best with the pronunciations, but I am just a dumb white guy. But you are about to be underway. 15-minute quarters in the Under-17 Girls AFL Pacific Cup. It's welcome back to international women's football for Fiji Junior Vonu. As the umpire, I think, is waiting for his lunch order to be filled. So Joanna for Nauru, Ruthi for Fiji. You can probably hear the wind. Quite windy here in Maroochydore. Camera's blowing around a little bit, and that's no fault of the camera operator. But on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. Welcome back, Fiji. Big welcome to Nauru. As somehow that was won by Nauru. Even though good tackle there from, that was from Nancy Thakal, the captain for the Fijians. Running through the middle is Meliana Dagajol, with the free kick given to Meliana. She'll play deep inside 50. Good strong mark taken up forward. A shot on goal will get an idea of how strong the wind is on the ground. But at this stage, could be within distance. It's a low flat kick, good touch and defence. They've managed to keep that to just a minus score. But Nauru is on the board. They've got the first minus score and their first score in Women's International Aussie rules. It is effectively a touch behind. And it was Merawalasi who had the touch on the line. Plays out. So Fiji working through the back line. That kick's ill-directed. And it'll just go out for a boundary throw-in. First of the tournament. Oh, now the umpire shouldn't have gone outside the playing area there. It's a safety rule. Completely safe for them. In fact, we are playing the lasso rule in this competition. And Nancy just remembered which way she was going. She does have to come back. Bit of confusion there about which way the teams were going. So the ball has gone out of bounds, but you may have seen, if you've watched any of the AFLW this year, in women's football, if the ball goes out of bounds between the 50s, it is a free kick to the opposition. So just sorting them out. It's probably different to what these players play in club football. Attempt at a handball doesn't come in. So now it will be a free kick to Fiji. It's been picked up by Malika Botiki rather. And some support for Fiji already on the live chat. Thanks for joining us, Alisi and Tema. Rauluni, a famous name in Fijian sport, of course. The tap down went to Jamie Vera Derudag outside the 50. Fijian hands on the ball, looking to work it out. That's a driving tackle from the Nauru 19, Joanna Teabuge, the ruck. They've pushed it further inside 50 and regathered. There's some good strength on the ground from the Nauruan girls, who have a 1-0 lead early. Handballing out wide, being chased by Rihanna Hafiz. There's been a free kick awarded. And it will go back to Nauru, probably just outside scoring range, but they have had the territorial advantage early, the Angels. Going straight to the hotspot, was well directed, unable to be held by Thakal. Apology by Aremwe. And tackled just in front of the behind post. Good opportunity here for Nauru. Excellent hit out. To advantage, just not able to be held on. Good speed showed by Meliana. And again deflected, so a second minus score. Nauru starting to rack them up in the first quarter. But excellent defence from Fiji, some strong tackling. So a chance to string some passes together. And quite wisely they go the opposite way. Not a well-directed kick. And then break a couple of tackles. That's a strong tackle from Thakal. Not paid. I thought maybe she could have got a free kick there, but the umpire was a fair bit closer than I was. So it'll be a ball up on the arc. 4 minutes gone. Nauru with 2 minus scores. Excellent tap, but again, the Nauruans are first to the ball. Holding a player off the ball. Just the Nauruan player released the ball. And unfortunately, Malika Mbotiki thought she had the free kick, but it has to come all the way back. Because the free kick has gone to the women in gold. Eventually they've worked it out. Maya Itaya. Deep inside 50. Good long kick. Clears the defence. Bit of a push in the back. That could be called. Hasn't been called, but good work from Dugajol. And that's the first goal. I believe it's baby girl Menke. Can't quite see the number because of her plait. But good handballing work. We can get a replay of that. So goes deep inside 50. That initial kick from Itaya. Hint of a push in the back there. And then play stopped. Beautiful play from Dugajol. The handball from Hafiz. And then I think that's baby girl Menke. If you know it's not. And so from the ensuing... Well, actually, we haven't had a hit out. It's taken a while for the ball to go back. But 8-0 to Nauru. And I believe it's baby girl Menke who is the first ever goal. So finally back in the middle. It's a good attempt to hit out, but again Nauru through Esther Tamaki. She'll propel it forward. I think that whistle was from the other ground. Tackling is strong. Again, the Fijian players just taking a little bit too long to dispose of the ball. Didn't have a lot of options. And it might have been Matoiula who was caught in possession, but it'll just be a ball up about 50 metres out. The 50. Good decision to soccer, got it forward. Fabian Koi was on the ball, but it's turned over. Hafiz handballing again. That's a superb tackle. Absolutely brilliant from Veravalu, and she's won the free kick. Salote Veravalu with a very strong tackle. That'll please the Fijian fans. Player down in back play. I didn't see what happened. You may have. Just keeping an eye, but we do have a Fijian player down just outside the 50. You can see it towards the right of your screen. And yes, it was off camera when it happened, and I unfortunately didn't have a view of that play. So no time on in these matches, so this is time off the clock. And she's tough and back up, so play will restart with Veravalu taking the free kick from her tremendous tackle a moment ago. Kicks from the outside of the boot, but still finds a teammate in Mbotiki. Attempted a bounce, tackling strong from Joanna Teabuge. Picked up by Veravalu. She's been involved, turned over, propelled forward by Wilma Tamakin. It's gone forward. This could be another chance for Menke. Socket through. She's missed the post. Oh, just kept the inside of the post. For a moment, we thought Menke was in for a second. Just clipped the padding as it went through the goal. Very unlucky. And thank you, Mr. Barish, for letting me know that the player who was down was kneed in the ruck contest. There have been some high knees in this run contest, in these ruck contests. Good technique with the kick out. It's gone through to Vedavalu. He's got her hands on the ball, then breaks the tackle. Has a bounce. It's a good hard service at Maroochydore. Just knocked out. Free kick could have been paid. Played on in the current conditions. Turned over again. And Nauru have been turning over the ball extremely well. Midfield. Just propelling it forward through Jenica Joram. Turned over again. The clearing kick went straight into Nauru and knees. Messi played just in the right half forward. But again, Vedavalu's been superb for Fiji early. Probably their best player in this first quarter. Nauru find a way through to Dagajo. And up to Menke, who was then barreled over. I think Gonagale just had a bit too much momentum, so there won't be an additional free kick, not a 50. But there will be a free kick for baby girl Menke, 17 years old, a lioness in the Nauruan competition. Probably gets enough height. It's across the face, obviously. Chance to play out. And that'll just be a boundary throw-in because it went out of bounds before the 50. So she could not have placed that any better. But I agree, Alisi, Salote's tackle was something special. Good work. Picked up at the back by Brianna Hubert. Left it behind. Will be cleaned up at the back by Masatogi. That's not the time to soccer, and that will be a free kick to Nauru, who have a 9-0 lead, 1-3. Menke has one. Could have had two. Bonnie Thoma, or possibly Toma, forgive me. So the free kick, about 70 from goal. Nearly found a target. Oh, that was unlucky. Came off the boot of Mbotiki, the 16-year-old. And deemed accidental, so it will just be a boundary throw-in. That's good umpiring. About 4.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. The tap down was good. Well kept in by Tamakin, who will have a third throw-in. So hopefully the players can clear it and get it back towards goal. But Fiji have not been forward of the halfway mark in this quarter. But their resilience in defence has been superb. Good deep throw-in. The tap back. She had time to pick that up there, so that's something she'll learn. Jenny Jeremiah with the handball forward. Went through to Toma, who ran into trouble. And the free kick has gone to Fiji, I think basically being caught in possession. So the free kick at right half-back for Fiji. A chance to clear. There's a player here loose in Masi, just on the right. But she will go infield. That's ended up being well directed. Couldn't hold the mark, but the idea was good. Unlucky for Permal. Bursting out was Mbotiki. Forward again, it'll make its way to Ruthi, but turned over. The handballing was strong. That was from Gloria Gege. Makes its way forward. Good handball inside, and then a crunching tackle, but maybe over the shoulder. Matoiula was fierce and strong, but just a bit too high. Free kick from Dagiago. The mark was dropped by Matoiula, trying to make up for her mistake. And Brian Barish makes a good point that Nauru don't have a grass field yet, so this is a bit of a luxury. Well, I hope it's a luxury. And that was just scooped out. That was a clear throw. You've got to put the fist to the ball. But yes, Link Bell's Oval with the crushed limestone. Very different surface, but I will say that their skills, and they have been more prepared to handball in this match. So Gloria Gege with the shot. Looks to be off target, moved forward 50 because the player on the mark moved forward while Glory was kicking. So we've had a goal from a Lioness for Nauru today. Now we have a chance for a goal from a Tigress in the form of Glory Agege. Fijian player just moved out of the way because the mark is the goal line. Didn't need to be that far out, makes it through. Agege has the second goal for Nauru here in the girls under-17 tournament at the AFL Pacific Cup. Nauru 2-3-15 lead Fiji, and I'm sorry, it's not quarter time. Oh no, it is quarter time. Now that's interesting because the information we got was that it was 15-minute quarters for the girls and 13 for the boys. Maybe that changed overnight because now we have the fixtures from yesterday have had to be moved to today. So it looks like it's going to be 13-minute quarters for the girls today. We'll see if that changes on Sunday and try to get information for you. But the quarter time score here at the number 2 oval at Maroochydore Multisports Complex is Nauru 2-3-15 leading Fiji yet to score. Welcome back to Maroochydore. I think I'm on air, the buttons confused me. Don't complain about that. Welcome back to Maroochydore. Nauru with a good lead at quarter time. Plenty of wind here, hopefully no more lightning today. That's the reason we're having early morning games, but thank you for tuning in wherever you are around the world. I know the players appreciate it. And they will need to get moving. It's only 5-minute breaks. And so the umpires, I think, are trying to get the players to get back on the ground. Tony Healy, the coach for Fiji Junior Vonu, and Detu DePaul for Nauru. Nauru had all the forward pressure in the first quarter. But if they want to maintain that pressure, they should probably stand up at some point. We do have 4 games to get through on this oval today. And there have been a few whistles. But in the first quarter for Fiji, certainly Ruthi Bakafakoiwasa was excellent in the ruck. The tackling pressure from Salote Veravalu was tremendous in defence. And there were just a few flashes from the captain, Nancy Takao, to show that she's a player with some real class. For Nauru, well, obviously baby girl Menke was sensational up forward. Meliana Dagajo, and I'm happy to be corrected on any of the pronunciations. You can say, come on, Daniel, get it right. But she was superb along half forward. Joanna Teabuge with some fierce tackling and also just some very good work. The handballing from Nauru was probably what set them apart. Whenever Fiji got the ball, it was generally on the boot straight away. And not always looking to a teammate. That's something they can learn over time and improve upon, because there's plenty of athleticism out there. The Nauruans just supporting each other a little bit more around the field. So with inexperienced players, they often learn very quickly, and I'll be interested to see how these teams, I mean, we've had one quarter, but I'll be really interested to see how these teams improve over just the 3 or the 2 days now of this tournament. No games tomorrow, but we have games on Sunday. Just a round robin, no finals in the under-17s. It's just whoever wins the most games. And again, we're taking our sweet time. I'm a very uptight man, so it's very good for me to slow down with the players. Possibly making sure we have the players in the right zones. But Nauru making an excellent start to their women's international tournament history. Menke moved into the midfield and was just taken high, but showing that she can play more than one part of the ground. Not a great kick, and it's turned over to Marcy. Marcy with a strong kick, gets up to half forward, and Fiji on the attack for the first time in this match, and well locked in the forward line. Well, it was until it just spilled out the back. They're putting Nauru under pressure. This should be picked up by Koi. Just fumbles under pressure. And Koi looks to have a lot of strength. She should have more confidence in it. Got it back to Matoiula, who had a good first half. Been able to turn it over. Some good pressure. Now, there's a player in the number 7 jersey who I don't have on my team sheet. So if you recognise that player with the ball now for Fiji, I'd love to know who it is, because we weren't given a number 7. So free kick to Fiji at left halfback. High ball drop, turned over, nearly a good mark. Taken low down. That might have been Dagajo. Booted for it, well cleaned up, and yeah, Marcy needed to bend down and get her head over the ball. So turned over to Menke, who's been superb. Puts it in front of her teammate, well cleaned up. Vambati has speed, able to knock it in front of her. Socket maybe could have used Mbotiki there, but she's run a long way, Vambati. The kick not the best directed. And Zero Jura then cops some high contact and wins the free kick. Ooh, now, you've got to hand the ball directly back to the player. The umpire is not being too strict on that. But you can give away a 50-metre penalty, just throw the ball on the ground like that. But we play on, and Fiji have won a turnover. Coming to the middle of the field, goes through the legs of Koi, and well picked up by Menke, who's full of running. Propelled forward, hit her teammate on the chest. That looks like Itaya. The bounce wasn't so great. Copped a hit from Atoyola. Bursting through the middle, that was Tamakin, looking for space. And she's thrown away the ball. That is excellent defence. Madavundi, the vice-captain, was in there. And I think she'll be awarded the free kick. In fact, it will go back to Gonagale. But there were 3 Fijian defenders who all circled on Wilma Tamakin and were able to shut that play down. The kick is shallow. Turned over. Good tackle after dropping the ball. Being held off the ball, so it will be an Nauruan free kick. That's unlucky for Fiji. The free kick comes all the way back as Dagajo moves into an attacking position. That's a good long kick. Superb goal. Absolutely superb goal. Probably the longest kick we've seen on the field so far today. We'll have another look if we can. Just trying to identify the goal scorer as well. Feel free to help out. But that's a kick from a good 30 metres out. And so Nauru, after having to defend early, so the goal scorer is the player just on the far side of the centre circle. See if we can get a good look. Play allowed to continue. Fiji look to have possession. Able to move it forward. Just copping a hit was Jenny Jeremiah. Keeps it wide. Well, in the end came off the side of the boot. So That's gone out of bounds. Unable to be held on by Brianna Hubert. So the free kick going to Anise Masi. Fiji with an attacking opportunity. Runs a full distance. That's an excellent charge down. That was a Gege, goal scorer in the first quarter. Knocked forward, and the recovery from Masi was good because she still looks like she might be hurt. Good work through the middle. An air swing from Hubert. Play allowed to continue. Vedavalu under pressure from Itaya for Nauru. Pushed forward. The kick came in from Tamakan, but the charge down from Fiji was excellent. They're just unable to string the passes together, so plays bogged down on this near side. But a good mark from Matoiula. Turns over the kick, goes to Menke. And rather luckily falls in with the goal scorer, who was Bonnie Thoma. So I believe it's Thoma who kicked the third goal of the match. And then forward to Itaya, who could have played on. In fact, has played on. Handball. Goes to Degajo. Runs inside. Tight angle. Degajo scores Nauru's fourth. Nauru able to string some passes together up that right-hand side. It began with Hubert on the right. Itaya, well, when she gets more experience, she could probably run into goal there, but gave it to Degaggio. She was able to break the tackle of Matavundi. And suddenly Nauru has 4 goals. They lead 27-0, and the work of the academy they have on Nauru. So it was Brianna. Thank you, Link Taukave. So apparently it's Brianna Hubert who's... Oh, sorry, you're telling me who number 7 is for Fiji. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Fiji with an attacking opportunity. It's on the ground. Looking for it was Gonetha. Well, they've got a score on the board. Medicini Tauke is able to put the ball through. So thank you, Link, for letting me know that Hanisi is the player in the number 7 jersey. I appreciate that. And Fiji has its first score of the match. Keeping the ball locked in the forward line. As a neutral, I would love to see Fiji get a score here. Turned over. Bursting through is Tauke. Tauke with the shot. That's gone through. Medicini Tauke has Fiji's first goal. And that all came from tremendous forward pressure as the goals are starting to flow. They're able to dispossess Nauru in the right forward pocket a second time. That tackle there was key. And they've done tremendously well. And I agree, Troy Thompson, it is wonderful to see Fiji get on the board. Through number 46, Medicini Tauke. Nauru have something to think about because Fiji's given it to them. Menke, good in the middle, got a head over the ball. That'll just be a ball up. But the defence was strong from Taukave. Strong hit. And then the pace of Fambien Koi. Ended up leaving it for Vedavalu. Forward from Taukave again, getting very involved. Messi played just outside the 50, but Vambati propels it forward. Got it as far as Asenatha. Inside 50. Hitting the back, this will be interesting. It'll just be a ball up. There was a lot of hitting. We have a player down who copped a heavy hit in back play. It didn't look to be anything malicious. It just looked like good, strong body contact. Time for a little bit of water. We're a bit over halfway through this second term. And good play. The tap down was strong. Kick just goes over the head. They've got a 3-on-1. Not the greatest handball from Koi, but they've been able to retain possession. Tauke, the goal scorer, bending down well. And the handballing from Nauru again is what gets them out of trouble. They're on the counter-attack. Itaya, takes the mark in midfield. Moves out to right half forward. Well picked up on the bounce by Tamakan. Got it forward. There's been a whistle. Gonagale might have held on to the tackle a bit long. So, yes, the free kick has gone to Tamakin. He has to move around. You can't improve the angle. But Fiji, they've got the tall figure. Sorry, Gege went for the shot, and that's the right thing to do, but it is well off target. And so Nauru have 2 goals, 1 in this quarter, and 4 goals, 4 overall. So they lead by 21 points. Fiji 117. And a chance to play out, but remember, Fiji were on the attack barely a minute ago. And the turnover kick was well taken. Didn't go 10, so Naletha had to pass inside. Sorry, not Naletha, that was a Gege. Oh, possibly scooped out, but they've got away with it. Bodies tumble, and the free kick for high contact comes back to Italia. Has options, has one in the right forward pocket, picks her out. Excellent fist coming across. It was a good punch. Oh, wrong time to sock her off the ground. Had the strength to bend down, and as long as she didn't touch it, she'll get a free kick. So Christine Siode just touched it before it went out, so for that reason it's going to be a boundary throw-in. Had she left it, would have got the free kick. But again, this is not the normal rules that get played. As we've just had a bit of a... Sorry for the interruption. We're just working on this at the moment. So no further points. We're just trying to get the feedback up for you. Some technical difficulties. Welcome back to Maroochydore. Nauru with a half-time lead of 21 points, but Fiji really took it to them in that quarter. Goal to Medicini Tauke, well deserved. But a booming free kick from Bonnie Thelma. And then a tight-angled slotting it home from Miliana Degajo. Gave Nauru a very big lead at one point. But still 26 minutes left in this match. My name's Daniel Viles. Thank you for your company. I can assure you, in my mind and yours, I'm the least important person here. The most important people are the ones you can see on screen, who are providing great entertainment. And the athleticism on show is admirable. They're just making sure they've got the right number of players at the moment. Counting, a very important skill, of course. So Nauru in gold, running to your left, the north. Fiji in white, running to the right of your screen. Third quarter action here at Maroochydore. Thumping ruck contest, but turned over to Nauru. They get the clearance and inside 50 straight away. Wide out to the left. Oh, no. Contact was legal. It was in the side. And Fiji's done well to shut that play down. It will just be a ball up in Fiji's right half back. I think the Fijians are confused because they've got no one in the contest. Nauru win the clearance, kicked inside by Tamakin. And then unfortunately came off a shin, so that'll go out for a boundary throw-in. And oh, just a bit of contact off the ball. As Matoiula just made sure that everyone knew who was boss. Good tap down, that went straight to Masitogi. But again, they're just unable to link up passes. Vambati on the ground. Then it turns into soccer as Marcy was able to propel it forward. Again, holding players off the ball. Sometimes I think the Fijians are running through and they're trying to throw a player out of the way, as it were. That's a bit harsh. But a lot of scoring taking place at the left of your screen, which is probably where there's a bit of a wind advantage. And again, Fiji doing well in defence. That was through Vambati. Although I've been given two surnames for Elena, Vambati and Wati, so feel free to correct me. But Nauru go back inside 50, made its way through to number 25 for Nauru, and I don't have a name for number 25 either, so if you know who she is, please hop on the live chat and we'll make this commentary better for everyone, because they're your teams out there. So the free kick comes back. This will be to Fiji. They play it wide, just goes through the hands, but again Nauru well positioned, getting turnovers. There's a push in the back, and the free kick is given to the women in gold. Not the strongest kick, hasn't gone 15. Knocked forward, just working their way out on the 50, burrowing through the middle, got the handball away to Nalefa. And then some speed on the outside. Bit of technical work needed on the bounce, but the endeavour was fantastic. Good diving mark. Didn't go 15, so play on. Flicked it out. Ball goes through to Kolitapa. Unable to get the bounce. Mbotiki, inside 50, plays it left. Needs a strong kick. Good follow-up work from Mbotiki. Tries to get it back. Fijian numbers around, some high contact. And it's gone against the Fijians. The Angels free kick. They've defended well. That'll be cleared by Itaya. He's had a good match. Cut off though by Sala Mbale Mayasuva. But the free kick has gone against them. So Fiji at left half forward. Didn't quite go where it was intended, but it's inside 50 nonetheless. And the Fijian speed is coming to the fore. That should be a free kick for a foot push in the back, and is. So Merawalasi Kolitapa will have a free kick probably just outside scoring range. And finally, Fiji's got someone in the box. They got 2 players forward, but it needs to be retaken. But Fiji was much better set up in attack than Nauru was in defence. So the free kick comes back. A second opportunity for Kolitapa. Go further back from the mark. She's got the distance, she's shown. 2 Fijians in the goal square, another couple to the right. It's an aerial kick. Oh, the mark just not able to be taken by Veravalu. He's had a good match, but Fiji with the first score of the third quarter. In the first quarter, Nauru got on the attack and stayed there. Yeah, you've got to come back to the goal square. This time Fiji's turned it around. Going for a run. That was clever work through the middle. Tackler came off second best. We'll just keep an eye on that in back play. And stolen, reefed out by Vambati. Back inside 50. Unable to take the mark overhead, but the physical presence up forward of Gonetha was important. Jamie Darodag thought she was away, but it will just be a ball up. Gonetha in the right. No, Gonetha wants the Bodtiki. Goes over the head, but again, well cleaned up at the back by Darodag. It comes back to the captain, Thakal. She puts it back inside. It's a long kick. The mark has been called. Well taken. Tauke already got 1 goal in this match. And the Fijians are working out how to use that size and strength. Now, the Nauruans need to keep away from her. Yeah, I don't think Jeremiah should be doing that. Hits the post, unlucky. Now, that's not good sportsmanship, sorry. That's not good behaviour, so just need to call the Nauruans out on that. Celebrating when your opponent misses a shot. We don't like it when the AFL footballers do that. Anyway, Nauru looking away. Tackling attempt from Vakatale is successful. She got it below the shoulder, and the Fijians are on top at the moment. They've rattled the Nauruans. Mark unable to be taken by Gonetha, but was able to keep her feet. Tauke nearly got the handball. The Fijians have kept it in. Good work on the ground from Vakatale. And if this game was starting now, you'd say, if you were just starting to watch this game, you'd say that Fiji was on top. They are down by 19 points. Good thump into the middle, but was read well. Just released in time by Redfern. The shot came in. That was from Masi. Picked up at the back, just trying to evade the tackle. That's Vambati. And she's held in possession. The defence needed to be strong. And the goal scorer, Thelma, who scored at this end, she's not given the free kick, but she was probably the major one in the tackle. And Nauru with a chance to play out. They've counter-attacked well today. That went to a 3-on-1 contest. Fiji just didn't have the numbers there. Work on the ground from Tamakan, who's been excellent. Play moves very swiftly. The Nauruan counter-attack is on. Unlucky bounce, but Fiji had 4 players in defence. They're able to clear, but again, they didn't really find well, they did find a teammate in the end. I apologise. Kolitapa gets it moving forward, and I think she might have been taken out after the kick. So they've got a free kick further upfield to Vakatale. Needed to find a teammate, instead kicked it for 3 Nauruans. Picked up in back play by Darodag. Jinx this way and that, has a bounce, dangerous position. The handball doesn't work. Now the Fijian numbers come. They've got players behind the ball. The shot is off target, but in some ways it was actually better to miss than score a behind, because it means they've got a 50-50 chance to get the ball back. Still 5 minutes left in this third quarter. And at the moment, Fiji have only got the 2 behinds, but they are definitely on top. The junior Vonu looking to make this period of dominance count. But Nauru's defence has been excellent. They've got players behind the ball, Fiji. The tackle needed to be strong from Hubert. Hubert's won the free kick. She was the most alert player on the ground, Brianna Hubert. And she's won the free kick for her side and been able to clear. Found number 25 on the wing, who then copped some high contact. That was a bit clumsy from Botiki. And when you've got one player who's getting their body low over the ball and another player who isn't, the player who's got their head over the ball is always going to win the free kick. And that's what will happen here. Good to see she's okay. I'll answer that question in a moment, Troy. So Fiji turnover on the wing. The hands were strong from Marcy. And they've got numbers around. They're running much harder. That's Suku. Michaela Suku, her cousin, plays in the boys' team. Oh, Gonetha wasn't able to come down with it. But again, they've got numbers around the ball. Tauke looking for space. Kick comes in from Suku. Suku's just to the right. And Troy, just to get, Troy's asked, is the breeze favouring that end of the ground? And I'm assuming you're meaning the right. The answer is the breeze can't make up its mind at the moment. It's probably favouring that end of the ground, but you can see the trees in the background, and given the wind that's out there, you would think they'd be moving around a bit more fiercely. But yes, the breeze has been inconsistent today. Not the best kick out. Fiji. Might have been Marcy on the ground. It was. She's won the free kick. Have a shot in, he said. Got some plenty of tall players. Gonetha is screaming for it. Goes over her head. That's an athletic mark! And it's been paid, quite rightly so. Malika Mbotiki has been threatening all day. Go back a bit further. Again hit the post. No, you've got to stop that, Nauru. So 3 behinds for Nauru in this quarter. And in fact, hang on. Yes, the free kick, got to take it from the goal square, and I think she ran around. And then, when the ball goes straight through the legs like that, in England and Australia, we call that a nutmeg. I don't know what it's called in Nauru. But Darada just got nutmegged. Okay, now we can continue. Only a minute and a half left in this quarter. Good pressure from Vakatale. Plenty of numbers around the ball. Comes out to Gonetha. Wasn't able to pick it up and was arguably tackled without the ball. Play allowed to continue. She brushes off 2 tackles. Gets the handball away. The shot came in. Just hit the inside of the goal post. A 4th behind in this quarter for Fiji. You can tell they've got talent and athleticism. Yeah, you can see that tree just behind the goals. Isn't blowing that strongly. I think in this quarter, Fiji they've been running harder. Now, that's the siren for this field. That's only a 12-minute quarter. Important shot. Touched in the goal square, and that was the siren, so we've shortened it to 12-minute quarters. It was Fiji's quarter, but ultimately no goals, just the 4 behinds. In fact, it was 5 behinds, I missed one. So they are 1-5-12. Nauru couldn't improve on their halftime score of 4-4-28. No goals in that quarter, and Fiji came close twice. And I would like to see the umpires just enforcing when a player has a set shot, there is a distance that you need to stay away from them. But at any rate, it's 3-quarter time. Nauru still in control of the scoreboard, but Fiji in control on the field. third quarter that belonged to Fiji here at Maroochydore Multisports Complex. 5 minor scores, 2 set shots that went off the side of the boot. And if those had gone through, the score would be 28-22. It'd be a very different game. But there's not much between these sides. Fiji took a long time to warm up. And the boys' game in the background is on a different stream. No need to watch it now. All of these games will be available as long as YouTube lasts, which hopefully will never be bought by Elon Musk. But here on the number 2 field, arguably the better field, at the home of the Maroochydore Roos in the QAF, the Queensland Australian Football League, and the Quaffle W, which is my main home. And they will have a slight wind advantage, Fiji, in this fourth quarter. The wind is blowing from the southeast as the handball, now they're handballing the Fijians. It came out to Kolitapa. Was able to regather, beat a couple of tackles, thought she had a player wider and they'd run in support in a different direction. And even then beats a couple of tackles, was able to dispose in some way, and it will just be a boundary throw-in, or not a boundary throw-in, a ball up rather. So 1-6-12, not 1-5-12 as the mathematically deficient commentator. There's some headgear in the background. Just flies out of bounds, and that came off hands. So it should just be a boundary throw-in rather than a free kick. Yeah, if it comes off the feet, it's a free kick, but if it's just off the hands, then we'll have a boundary throw-in. So you'd probably think that Nauru did enough in the first half of this match to stay in front on the scoreboard. That's good work from Jenica Jordan. And she was able to release play down the wing. The effort from Thoma just falls short. But again, you'll see there Fiji had 4 or 5 players around the ball compared with Nauru, who had 2 or 3. They were able to get it. Good work in the middle by Thakau. She looks classy. That was around, deemed to be around the shoulder, so that tackle's allowed to play on. But they've got some momentum. Masi pushes it forward inside 50. Came through to Mbana Valu. And now it's Fiji who are able to turn over the ball just outside the 50. A left foot kick from Kolitapa ended up being all right. It was taken by Remwe. Put back outside the 50. Good cleaning up by Thoma. Clever handball in between 2 opponents. And then turned over again, this time by Vambati. Got the kick out to Permal. Kicked forward. Oh, that was a good step from Botiki. And she's been able to hold her feet and get it inside 50 towards the forgotten headgear. There's a few expletives get let go on the field. The marking contest, Vambati got there, not able to hold on. Struggling to get away was Tamakin. And play brought down. Yes, players were held on, so after the player disposed of the ball, the tackler still held on to them. So the free kick comes back to Vambati, who is playing with a lot of energy in this second half, and definitely in this fourth quarter. Has 3 players over to the right, none of whom have any Nauruans on them. Looks in that general direction, touched in flight, so it'll be play on regardless. Good defensive sweeping. They're able to turn play around. Nauru score 1 goal from a counter-attack in the third quarter. Tackling pressure on Itaya was fierce, and that caused a turnover. Able to keep the ball in play on the left-hand side. Just kick fell a bit shorter than they wanted, but again, Fiji pressuring the kicker much more than they were in the first half. Strong work from Matoyola. Itaya on the ground. Itaya's probably been Nauru's best in this second half. Vedavalu kicked it in field, found Masi. They're finding players. Vosarongo got it forward to Thakau, and her kick was ill-directed. Had a 4-on-1 up front, managed to find the one. Excellent play coming out of defence. And Nauru swept well. Now the turnover. Kolitapa gets a bit of luck, goes through to Permal. Players around the ball, just need to connect. Thakau goes in field. Found Vambati. The mark just fell short, maybe the sun in the eyes. Marcy's kick is blocked. Vambati forward in hope. Gonetha in chase. And that was a strange request for a free kick, and yet somehow it's worked. The arms were out. Support for Fiji on the live chat. Thank you, Vasila. Again, a lot of work being done. Not the best kick. Comes through to Kolitapa, who was absolutely flattened in the back. She'll win a free kick. But the play at the back from Jamie Veda Daraldag has been superb. She's in the play again. And as Fiji have ramped up the pressure in this second half, it's been Daraldag who's been the key defender, particularly in this fourth quarter. And she's part of the reason that Nauru is on the counter-attack again. That's a superb defensive mark. And probably should have slowed down. Thelma wins the free kick. You take a mark like that, stand and collect the applause for a moment before you play on. And she's in it again. That was Matuiola, who's been superb. Hacked forward, boundary throw in. Itaya, in superb in attack. She goes to collect the ball. Umpires are not supposed to leave the playing arena. It's got to be a player or a spectator who gets the ball outside the fence, because umpires get attacked at times, so it's a safety rule. Plenty of Nauruans around the ball. Koi just had it go behind her. Fijians may have done enough. Coming the other way is Joram. She put her body on the line. The wide run from Esther Tamaki. Strong tackle from Vedavalu, not paid, was able to dispose in time. Tamaki wraps around, kicks inside, looking for Menke. And Menke will win the free kick because she had her head over the ball. Played forward in the first quarter, moved into the midfield. She'll now have a shot. She has to move around to her right. She can't improve the angle just by being misdirected. We'll see what kind of range she's got. She's probably kicking into the wind. The wind is blowing from the southeast, which is basically from the top, the sort of where the top left of your screen is. Elects to play on. Goes around the outside. Decent shot. Very good shot from Menke. And that should seal the game from Nauru. They've withstood a lot of pressure in this second half. But one of their counter-attacks you felt was bound to work. And baby girl Menke, with a bit of opportunism, we'll see she chose to play on, got some good support from Thelma, who was able to take the defender legally out of play, and then Menke knew her range and was able to put it home. That's a fifth goal for Nauru. They lead by 22. Plenty of encouragement for Fiji. They'll probably fall short in this match, but you will see them again this afternoon and then again on Sunday. The next match on this field will be the Papua New Guinea Kurukums versus the Tonga Storm, who sadly arrived in Queensland a day late due to some flight troubles. Marcy attacking the ball. Kolitapa getting some support on the live chat and on the field. Turned over again. Nauru will make their way back up the western side of the ground. And again, it's the team that has Thelma superb through the middle. Kicks to an outnumbered contest, just out of the hands of Matuiola. Was able to get it back. And I think they'll win a free kick for being held on the ground. No holding. So it's come back to Menke. A bit further out than she was a moment ago. I agree, Troy Thompson. The shepherd just on the mark was very smart before. That was Bonnie Thelma. The live chat's available for all of you. Keep it nice. But if I get a player wrong, you can tell me. If you want to give me some information, you can tell me. If you want to chat with each other, you can do that too. And Nauru, they started the game strongly. Fiji on top for most of this half. But Nauru on top just in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Lands in space. Clever work round the back. It was a good charge down of Hubert's kick. Comes back to Menke. Menke in space. The tackling was superb from Marcy. Not paid. Gave Vedavalu a chance to get outside of 50. That whistle, I think, was on the other field. Just needs to keep the tackle down. But Fiji have tackled their way. That was in the back. There were about 8 good tackles in the row and then 1 illegal one. So Esther Tamaki with the free kick just outside the 50. Good kick from Tamaki. It's nice and deep, and it's swung straight to a teammate. Oh, I think the trip was accidental, just as she was walking backwards. But Maya Itaya hasn't got a goal yet today, which has been there or thereabouts for a while. The Fijian defenders respecting the shot. Itaya just has enough on it. It wasn't a long kick that it didn't need to be. It was exactly the right distance. And some good work from Fiji in defence was undone just by 1 tackle. This will only show the set shot. But Itaya has been excellent around the field, particularly in the forward 50. Scooped the kick a little, but it only needs to go over the goal line. Nothing wrong with that at all. So there have only been 2 scoring shots in this quarter, but they've both been goals, and they've both gone to the Nauru Angels. Inside 50 from Fiji. That was good work. I think it was Marcy out of the middle. Just a bit slow to move on. I think that's Asanatha. And the Fijians have streamed forward. It was Asanatha. Cleverly played wide. Probably room here, using the handball. Not sure if that was quite the right time. Thakar had the shot. Gonetha, her kick is charged down. Holding off the ball. Free kick to Gonetha. Not to Gonetha, it's gone to Sienna Permal. Set shot now. Takes the shot quickly. Misses to the right. They're not far away, Fiji. It wouldn't take much improvement of their kicking technique to turn this scoreline from 1-7 to maybe something like 4-4. Kick outside 50 clears everyone. Good step. That was from Malika Mbotiki. Time runs out. Nauru get the 4 points for this match, and they've deserved it because they began this match on fire and finished it superbly as well. If we could just get the camera back over to the left to see the players rather than going back to the centre. But 40 points to 13. Menke had 2 goals for Nauru. Also Agele, Doma, Dagajo and Itaya. So 6 goals for Nauru. The 1 goal for Fiji came to Manaseini Tauke. So they finish on 1-7, but an entertaining start to the Under-17 Girls Tournament at the first ever AFL Pacific Cup.